If you've been looking for a property over an acre and has a resort style backyard, and get this, has an assumable VA 2.75% interest loan, well, this home in Heath, Texas is going to surprise you. I think you're gonna like it. But before we talk about that, I'm Kenneth Holland. I'm your local Dallas-Fort Worth residential friendly realtor, and I help people like you all the time relocate to the Dallas, Texas area, and I love to help you out, so be sure to call me. Okay, so I'm here at 168 Falcon Point, located in the highly sought after Falcon Point community. This is a 2020 home. It offers 4 bedrooms, 5 baths, and just over 3,400 square feet. You've got a private guest suite. You've got a split floor plan, dedicated home office, game room. I mean, you name it, this house has a lot. But one of the biggest focal points is going to be back behind me at this resort style pool. It's even heated. I also want to give a shout out to Jen Pyatt, Keller Williams. She's been gracious enough to show us this listing. So she'll help the seller on that side, and I'll help you as the buyer. Let's go ahead and tour it. Okay, starting from the street view, we've got a decent size garage. We've got a three car garage, decent sized driveway that allows you to definitely park the vehicle here where this truck is, and then also back out and be able to clear it without any problem. Let's take a look at the front elevation of this. And again, I really do want to say thank you to Jen for allowing me to film this. She's a very good real estate agent, and she is definitely representing the sellers very well. And of course, I want to represent you as your buyer agent. This is a fairly new home built in 2020. And you've got, like I said, around 3,400 square feet. This is in the Rockwall ISD school system. You've got elementary schools, Amy Parks, Kane Middle School, and Rockwall Heath High School. And if you don't know about the I-30 Classic, which is Rockwall High School and Rockwall Heath High School, the football teams rival, oh, it's awesome. It's a good friendly rivalry. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start the tour inside now. Okay, so this is vacant right now. It's ready to be moved in. The first thing you're gonna notice are the tall ceilings. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, we could use a good coat of paint on the walls, but that's cosmetic. That's not a problem at all. Look up there at those high ceilings. Isn't that beautiful? All open area, upstairs a little loft. Here's your dining room area. It's very large. Good lighting that comes through. Love the chandelier here, don't you? Let's get an overview. The dining room is right off of the entrance. Plenty of room to get an oversized dining room table and to entertain. Right next to the dining room, across the little entrance hallway, is going to be the study. But before I show you the study office, let's take a look at the entrance from this angle. Isn't that beautiful? Nice and open. And there is a half bath right here. Let's go in here, we'll take a look at it. Just a little small half bath with a beautiful vanity, granite countertops. Definitely high ceilings. I believe these ones are about 12 feet high. And then you've got a linen closet here as well. Well, you've got a closet off to the side. Okay, we'll go into the living room after we go into the study. So let's back up here. We'll go into the study right now. And this does look onto the front yard. Beautiful French doors. What's awesome about this study is there's not just one entrance into the study. So let's say you have guests over, maybe your kids need to do homework and they're here, they want to go into the study. They can close these doors here. And if they don't want to interrupt any of the guests out there, they can enter in from the hallway here. So you've got a hallway door there. Now I believe these are pre-finished wood floors throughout this main area that we're looking at right now. Okay, now back out through the French doors into the entrance area, and we're gonna look at these very high ceilings. Now these are higher, of course, than 12 feet. This is all open there. So you've got your living room here. Off to the right is going to be your kitchen area as well, but let's take a look at the living room first. Isn't that beautiful? The living room and the kitchen look out onto the beautiful resort style backyard. Okay, now let's have an overview of this kitchen area. We're gonna have to look at this kitchen in a little bit more detail. So of course you have your built-ins, you got your oven, your microwave, you have a gas top stove right over here. Beautiful island, plenty of room. It's a granite countertop, by the way, but plenty of room to gather around, put some stools here in this area, and have breakfast there. Or maybe you want to have dinner right there as the chef is cooking. Okay, so you also have a breakfast nook area here that is going to look out onto the backyard and that beautiful pool out there. Let me go ahead and bring here. Love the backsplash there with the herringbone design. There's your kitchen area. Let's look at that backsplash a little bit more for that herringbone design I was talking about. Isn't that beautiful? I believe that's porcelain tile. Here in the kitchen, you've got tile floors. I believe it's porcelain tile on the kitchen floor. And that transitions nicely onto the wood floor that's in the main area. And there's an area for your refrigerator. Your cabinets go all the way to the top of the ceiling. Isn't that awesome? So it does give you more cabinet space. And that goes for all the cabinets here, all the way to the ceiling. Okay, so your pantry. I get a lot of people want to know about the size of the pantry, so let's look at that. This is a decent sized pantry. You can walk all the way in there, and I think I could do a cartwheel in there. But again, I'm not going to do a cartwheel for you. Stop asking. I'm too big for that. I'll end up breaking my neck. Okay, right off of this is going to be your laundry room. You got an area there if you want to fold your clothes. And then you got an area, of course, for your washer and dryer. There's your lunchroom area. Now let's go back to the secondary bedrooms. And what's neat about this is when I walked into one of the secondary bedrooms, I actually thought it was the master bedroom at first, the primary suite. But then I quickly found out it was not because I saw the primary suite. Okay, back down this hallway, we're gonna go into, well, let's look at these closets. So we've got plenty of closet space. This is a very large linen closet, very wide. It's even somewhat deep, and it's very high up. So you got plenty of storage space. You can even add more shelves if you'd like. Now, we'll go into the first secondary bedroom after we look at this other closet. Another linen closet. So you have plenty of room. If you want to store your Christmas decorations, you can store them right there in these closets without having to go up in the attic. Let's give you a look at this hallway. Okay. Okay, now to the first secondary bedroom. We're going to enter, and it is very large. And this one also has its own private bathroom. A full bathroom connected. And it's a Jack and Jill bathroom to the next bedroom. So it's like they have their own, I mean, it is shared, yes, but it is still private in a way. And a decent size walk-in closet here in the first secondary bedroom. Okay. Let's look at this bathroom here. Again, Jack and Jill bathroom connecting to the other secondary bedroom. It's a double vanity sink. Beautiful light fixtures. I love the backsplash here on the tile. I'm sorry, on the shower. Isn't that beautiful? And you have your privacy because the window is way up there. Okay, on to the secondary bedroom. We'll go through here and get an overview. There's plenty of light that comes through in this house. I will say that. And this side of the house, the flooring is carpeted and the carpet's in really good shape. And there is a closet over here that is a walk-in closet. Turn on the light. Again, they've done really well with giving you a lot of closet space. So this is the second bedroom that we've looked at. And we'll go back out into the hall and let's see what we've got over here. So this is the one that I thought at first when I was looking at it that it must be the master, that must be the primary bedroom. Because right away you've got your beautiful shower, double vanity sink, granite countertops, beautiful light fixtures. I mean, I love the glass doors from the shower. Look at that, you even have a bench inside the shower. Isn't that beautiful? Let me open this up. I mean, you can't go wrong, this is beautiful. But again, this is not the primary bathroom, believe it or not. Here's the closet that is a walk-in closet. I mean, I'm doing 2 cartwheels if I wasn't so overweight easily in this closet. You can. Again, this is not the primary suite, but I would call this a secondary primary suite, to be honest with you, because there's that much room in here. You got shelves here, shelves there on this side of the door. Okay, now let's go back out and look at the room. The room does overlook the backyard. Again, I thought it was the primary suite for all these reasons. Let's take a look. Look at that. High ceilings, vaulted. Look at that. 3 large windows that overlook the back where you have a grilling area in the back patio area. But it's not the master, it's not the primary suite. Okay, now let's go look at the primary suite. Primary suite's on the other side of the house, so you have privacy there. Let's look at this real quick. Don't you love the way they designed this to be more open, that loft area up there? So pretty. Okay, now to the primary suite. Well, before I do that, we'll show you another closet. This is not the pantry, just another closet. But you could use it as a pantry. You even have more room up there for shelves. You already have your nice pantry, but you could use this as a secondary pantry if you wanted. It's right off the breakfast nook. Oh, look at that. I forgot to show you. On the breakfast nook, my favorite areas, you've got like a reading area here. You could put some cushions there and make that a reading area. Okay, the primary suite. Okay, this could use a coat of paint, because obviously they had, I'm guessing, like their bed there. Needs some paint there, but other than that, it's beautiful. Look at these windows. They're even larger than the room that I'm gonna call the secondary primary suite. Look at that, beautiful. Very large and open. vaulted ceilings. Right over here to the right is going to be your closet area. And to be honest with you, if I was in shape, I could probably do 3 or 4 cartwheels in here. Look how long it is. I mean, you cannot go wrong with this one. Look at that. You've got so much extra storage space that you don't have in the other ones, because the ceilings here are so much higher than what you'll see in other properties. I'm not saying others don't have it, but it's not a common thing. Okay. So now let's back out here. Of course, we're gonna go to the primary suite bathroom. Double doors. Before I do that, let's do an overview of this so you can see outside too. Look how much light comes in. I do not have the bedroom light on right now. There's that much light in here. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, now to the primary bathroom. Okay. You're greeted right here on the right by another beautiful shower. Glass doors, you've got a bench in there as well. Okay, I believe that, again, this is porcelain tile. Garden tub. Got a vanity here. Beautiful light fixtures, tall ceilings. Okay, coming back around here, you've got another vanity. And yes, the faucets are dripping right now because we had a freeze yesterday, and that's just to take precautions. And you want to just make sure that the pipes don't freeze over. Beautiful area, of course, to do your business. Very large area back there. Now, let's look overview. Beautiful. Okay, now who wants to see the outside, the backyard? Let's go look at the backyard. Oh, before we look at the backyard, let's go upstairs and look at the loft area. Okay, the loft area, we're gonna come through here. We're gonna go back out into the main area. And we now find ourselves at the stairs. So we'll climb up those stairs, and right up there, you will have another bathroom. You've got a bathroom here. This is a half bath. Nice area for your guests to have. It's a single vanity, granite countertops, beautiful lights, fixtures, and also mirror. And here is what you could call your game room area. Isn't that beautiful? It does look down onto the main area there. You could entertain quite a bit in this home. Now, something I just saw out there, not only is there a pool out here, but look at this. There's also a basketball court. We'll go out there and look in just a little bit. Okay, there it is. Now let's go outside. You've got beautiful pavers out here. And I believe that this is concrete. I'll have to double check. Let's see. I want to say at first they're pavers. Then as I looked, it was stained or painted. They must be pavers that are, oh yeah, they are pavers. I do see that. So these are pavers. Look at this beautiful design here. Let me flip you around after we go over here, I guess. You've got plenty of area to have guests over and have a good pool party / barbecue. You know you want to barbecue because right over here is your outdoor kitchen area where you can grill. So you have your covered patio here, and you also have a seating area right over here. And then you have your basketball court right here. I mean, this is truly a resort style feel for this backyard. And look, the best part is right now, there's no one behind you. It's just, looks like farmland or agricultural land that has, looks like they're growing hay. Okay, so we're flipping back around. Look at the covered patio here. Beautiful. Now I'll flip back this way and get an overview of everything. Beautiful pool. You have 3 different waterfalls that will come down. Boom, boom, boom. Here's the kitchen area. And then you got your seating area here. Right there, isn't that amazing? And then of course your, looks like a half court basketball area, so your own sport court back here. So this is on an acre, okay? Definitely have utilized the space very well. Okay, now you've seen the house and you're ready to go and make the move to the Rockwall area, or you want to see another house, be sure to call me and I'll be happy to help you.